Hi there, I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta. Let's talk about our tropical outlook in the Atlantic and around the world. Now, first in the Atlantic, good news, no tropical concern for the southeastern U.S. over the next 7 days, but we are getting closer and closer to the latter part of the tropical season where tropical waves coming in off of the African coastline definitely could be a bit more interesting here. The sea surface temperatures are warming up out there, and overall shear starts to back off a bit. And we do have this wave just around Cape Verde, upwards of about 40% chance of development in the next 5 days. Now, I know that seems decent, but it actually has dropped down from 50% here per the warning from yesterday. So, these are all kind of that threshold of worth watching, nothing alarming, but definitely interesting, at least at this point. And the main reason why it's kind of interesting is there's plenty of convection with it, but out ahead of it, there is all of this dry air. Also, you have the TUT, that tropical upper tropospheric trough, which is in place here. So, when you get that, it really is not conducive for development as these move further towards the west-northwest. So for now, this big dry area in there, that is going to act kind of as a suppressor. But I think the area most of interest is this one, Invest 92L. In the center circulation, winds are estimated to be about 30 miles per hour. So, not a good boating day for anyone out there. All right, here's a look at kind of the overall flow, though. I do want to remind you, like I said, we are in that time of year where systems could be moving from the west-north to the west-northwest, coming in off of Africa with that overall background flow. And you can kind of just see that right here running along the southern periphery of the Bermuda High. So if anything was to develop, it would first kind of move into the Caribbean across the Western Antilles and then wrap around that Bermuda High towards the north. So kind of the general idea of where we're watching these tropical waves as we go ahead over the upcoming, I would say, about week or two. All right, take a look at Invest 92E. That's out in the Eastern Pacific. Possible development coming out of this guy, but the good news, another classic fish storm. That's going to move towards the west-northwest, and then you have Tropical Storm MIRINAE. Now, this thing could put some windy conditions as we head through the closing ceremonies there on the Olympics. Good news, it is staying offshore, so kind of the worst of the weather is going to be remaining just off of the Tokyo coastline, but some of those coastal areas definitely going to be seeing some messy conditions. So if you are watching the Olympics, yet again, another storm system. Feels like the entire Olympics we've been talking about these potential typhoons out here. There has been 4 named storms moving near Japan since the Olympics have started. So that's absolutely just, you had Napartak, Nita, Lupit, which is the secondary low you can see here as we go ahead on the Monday, and then of course MIRINAE, as I just mentioned. So the Olympics already have all their problems, and it just feels like there has been one tropical system after another out there impacting them. Anyways, that's a look at the weather here in the Atlantic and around the world.